You're rocking with the best. You are now rocking with the best.
I'm true to this. Hey, everybody, welcome.
Your phone is going right now.
No, stop it. Welcome to the 605 show with your favorite host.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
If this is actually true, episode 50?
Yes. So normally somebody would let me finish my whole deal I was about to do right there, and then we would have did it. But welcome, everyone.
But we're married, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are my podcast wife, for sure. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. This is our 50th
I didn't
episode
realize that.
I hear. I did not realize that either.
Live from Thinker Networks. And look at our new studio.
It is beautiful. We have these artifacts here.
These artifacts.
Yes, we have the jackalope.
That jackalope has almost been stolen by a lot of people at the tourism conference.
Shout out to Jackrabbits.
Somehow there's like an anime. No, excuse you. Don't talk about the jackrabbits.
I could talk about the jackrabbits.
Let's talk about the yotes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go yotes.
And then Dan found this and put this.
Yeah, I believe that is a trunk of you on your Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Sounds
nerds
good.
out there in the streets.
Well, you know what? We have the April issue out now of 605 Magazine, 605magazine.com. Read about how to bring some life into your home with houseplants with the, I feel like you're better at this than me. Is it Deku Tree?
Yes.
Deku Tree?
I don't like who just randomly knows that.
I feel like Denise knows this kind of stuff.
Do you have a green thumb?
Absolutely not.
My wife kills everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I Amazon.com, all my plants.
I'm talking about like literally like we can have a thing of weeds and they'll die.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know what the problem is. Something to think about.
Yeah, I tried to have plants and they perished. It was sad. And if you read the story, they just love plants so much they just want you to keep them alive.
As you should. They're living things. But they do change the vibe. Having life is good for oxygen.
And the good part about it too is like they handpick it all over the nation and then they drive it back. And then they used to start doing it with their like garage. And then now it's a beautiful, beautiful store in the Jones building. So,
Gorgeous.
And Penny, we have that in the issue too with her businesses. Cause Penny from Simply Perfect.
Penny is a boss.
She scares me.
So this is like we lovingly, refer to some of the ladies here as the A Street Mafia. So you have Penny at Plums and Simply Perfect. You have Terry at Sticks and Steel.
Yep.
You have Sanaa. So they like.
I wouldn't mess with any of them.
No, you should not. They're boss ladies, and Erica Billion, who owns the building, they all move stuff here. So I lovingly call them the East Bank Mafia.
And Penny's like, I own that now. I own Threads. I own Plums. Now I have a candle company.
Everything.
Now I have like a design company.
She do everything. I said A Street Mafia, East Bank Mafia.
She runs, but they have a great team too. They have a huge team with all those companies.
For sure. They're dope.
And then we have Crew Construction and Restoration, helping with doing fixes for things and renovations. But check it out on this issue of 605 Magazine.
Get that thing.
Get it. But we have events coming up. The Black Hills Dance Festival.
Say word.
April 28th through the 30th.
What happens there?
By the way, have you heard of the Monument?
I don't believe I have.
The Monument's like their new event center in Rapid City.
No.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's like their premier center.
Okay, we'll get it.
Yeah,
Get it, Rapid.
I know, they're really growing. Do you have the moves? Dance your heart out with a weekend of performances, social dancing, and dance workshops from professional instructors. I would love to watch you do this. Country, Latin, and line dancing. More info, blackhillsfestival.com. And then, oh my gosh, we're already at the time of the year where it's Party for the Planet.
Now, here's the thing, though. I love how they say social dancing. I want to see anti-social dancing. What does that look like?
Just standing next to the wall.
Tapping your feet.
Or just doing this.
Actually,
because you don't want to touch anybody.
Yeah, I'm into that. I've done anti-social dancing.
I love that. It's my favorite kind.
Right. Don't touch.
It's like just vibe yourself.
Don't touch them.
But the Party for the Planet spring into action April 30th. That's at the Great Plains Zoo, Sioux Falls, 1 p.m. Get involved and learn about the conservation efforts at the Great Plains Zoo, focused on healthy habits in 3 areas of clean, create, and connect with nature. Learn about some of the zoo's animals with creature features. Oh, I like that.
Oh,
Did you read
yes.
that? Yeah,
I
it's
love
good.
how you're
That's good.
figuring stuff out as you're reading it. Oh, that's nice.
Well, no, I just know Denise. I'm like, Denise thought of that, I think.
Yeah.
Bring in old gift cards, access cards, and library cards to recycle them and save the giraffe habitats by saving the needs for petroleum oil. This gets deep. Learn from a giraffe zookeeper. Check out the Black Rhinos. Dive deep into prairie land conservation and learn about the single-use of plastic reduction pledge. More info, greatzoo.org.
You read awesome.
You know what?
That was enthralling.
I'm going to fist fight you.
I'm going to fist fight you. That was great watching you read that.
Hey, did you know too? She'll probably talk about it, but did you know you can drink at the zoo now?
Say word.
Yeah.
That changes everything. That changes everything.
You can look at a rhino with beard now.
Like, here's the question, though. Here's my question. Is anybody checking the gift cards for balances? A lot of people don't know what the balances are on their gift card.
Well, they're going to hand it
questions.
and then find out. You know, it's like when you go to like a restaurant and you're like, I don't know how much is left in here. Or a coffee shop. Especially.
Yeah, but like you have to call and then they run it. I don't know. We have questions. Maybe we should get her over here and then we should figure out.
Well, let's figure out first. Let's get a drink from the crew over at Highball.
I'm not drinking right now. I'm a little agitated. Yeah, I'm on a fitness.
I'm sorry. Me and Denise just get a drink. So let's go over to Brian White. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Rich.
Rich.
Hey, Rich, do you feel valued? Do you feel
happy to be here?
Do you feel seen? That's such a Midwest response. I love it. All right, let's throw it over to the bar.
Let's go. Tell us what's going on.
What's up, guys? Here representing the Highball today. Brian, as Bonnie all said, and Rich here. Whatever, we're across the street, so we like to hang out with these guys and make cocktails for everybody. And we're launching a new menu Tuesday. So we thought this might be a good time to showcase a couple of these new cocktails and get your input. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that you can drink at the zoo, you can drink at the office, you can drink about everywhere. So
I mean, we support day drinking over here. I mean, sometimes you need a little sip. So why don't you break it down? Let's get some drinks mixed up.
Should we roll one?
Let's go.
All right, brand new coming out Tuesday.
Ooh.
This is Ben's new cocktail, who couldn't be here because he was a little under the weather. So I'm filling in. This one's called the Silly Goose. I guess I'll just get right to it. We're going to start with some Grey Goose. This is a strawberry lemongrass vodka.
Ooh.
And I'm not really going to hit it this hard for one person, but I'm making two because so I'm not like that. What's her name? The cooking show lady who's always like, add 1 ounce of vodka. And you're like, lady, that was like 7 ounces.
I love her. I can't remember her name. Anna Gart. No. This was.
She's the one who always cooks for her husband.
She's
1 ounce. You just see her like yeah. So whatever. We got that Grey Goose. We got some lemon juice. Let's see, I did that right. I got some house-made grenadine here. We're gonna hit this with.
House-made grenadine.
Yeah. Okay. So grenadine is not. It's not cherry like a lot of people think. It's pomegranate. So.
Really.
Little pomegranate syrup, if you will.
My mind is blown wide open.
Then a little Lillet Rose here.
I've been lied to my whole life.
And this is a part that always makes me nervous when I'm cracking eggs because it's like the one thing you don't want to mess up. They always mess up when you're doing live. So
pressure.
Bear with me. There we go. There's one. And making two of these bad boys. Two. I did bring a spare. Don't worry. Oh, don't jinx me. All right, there we go. All right, we got two, and then I have a towel, so we're just going to wrap that on my pants.
We didn't think that one through.
All right, we didn't think that through. That's all right. Give it a little shake here with no ice. This is going to kind of
now, if you notice,
emulsify.
Brian's forearms, you see how beefy they are. And
look at that.
Just showing off, getting egg everywhere. It's going to make Rich's drink really easy. Good thing. All right, so we're emulsified. We shook the first time. We'll hit this with the old ice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to use your stool because that's why I did not get a good seal. I'm already blowing it, you guys.
No, listen, this is real life. People like real life.
I've already blown. All right, Rich is going to be my shaking assistant here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I know, but you got any ice in yours?
Yep.
All right. In unison.
Oh! I mean, that's kind of hot, right?
All right, you get the idea.
I love it.
Nothing goes quite as planned, but we're still making drinks. We're having fun.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm into
And we
it.
are just going to strain this.
That's all you.
I don't want my drinks made by a robot. That's some LA stuff.
No, that's the thing now. I just saw they've got the
You like
robot
those airport
coming to the
robots?
market.
Yeah, I know. I think it's weird. I mean,
Yeah. But they have it in Vegas now where they're like, do you need food?
yeah,
And you're like,
nah.
please don't talk to me.
It's like, who am I going to tell my problems to?
There we go. We nailed
They're
it.
like, I am sorry.
They're full and beautiful and frothy.
Do you want to
Look
be
at
big
that.
And we
spoon
made
or
a little
little
mess.
spoon?
And then we're just
Yeah.
going to finish this with a little Peychaud's bitters to make it look extra
Silly.
silly and beautiful
Silly
for the
goose.
Silly Goose cocktail with a little bit of mess, but we got
Yes,
it.
give it
There
up.
we go.
Hey,
There we go. There we go.
highball, downtown Sioux Falls.
Rich, you want to
8th Street.
deliver? I can't
deliver.
get out my side.
All right.
All right. there we
Okay,
go.
look at
There
this.
we
This
go.
is
This
service.
is in Rail Yard Flats.
This is service.
Does that count as the 8th Street Mafia or no?
Ooh.
I think it could. You know what I'm saying?
Do we have to sign up?
I'm pretty sure Ann and Dustin and Whitey are part of that mafia.
Hey,
Yeah,
whoop,
for
beep.
Yeah, for sure.
And for sure. Yeah. I got to get on that level.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have it like on my face.
it's not a game.
That is really good.
Hey, thanks,
tastes like
Ben, if
candy.
you're out there listening.
Does it?
Lying in bed.
It tastes
Not feeling well.
delicioso.
Looks good.
Okay. I'm just trying to try it again before we keep going. Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna have one more drink too when Denise comes on. So let's welcome Denise DePaulo. After getting a taste of one of Denise's events, let's talk more about it with the
Yes.
person herself.
Okay, let's just get right to it. Is somebody checking these expired gift or these old gift cards for balances?
No.
I'm just
We're-
saying.
We're leaving money on the table potentially.
Just saying. Think it through. Just put it out there. You know what I mean? There's value. You know.
It's a lot of calling around. I'm hoping that we get a lot of gift cards.
That's what interns are for.
So
Okay.
Denise is newer to the zoo.
Yes, I'm happy
She's
that you're with us.
previously a 605 magazine teammate. Okay. And so the zoo is in good hands. I'm just saying. So
It
tell
is.
me what's going on. What's new?
Alrighty. So I've just been at the zoo since the end of December, and that's been a really awesome transition.
Yes.
So what's happening at the zoo right now? We're getting ready for a bunch of events. We're launching a TikTok. We
Oh.
are renovating our black bear exhibit. We're hiring seasonal workers. We are getting ready for our AZA inspection. We are busy bees, and we are really getting ready for the season.
What is an
how's
AZA
Wait.
inspection? I want to know more about this. I have
Sure.
questions.
Well, something that's really special about our zoo is that we are an AZA accredited attraction. So the AZA is the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. The top 10% of all animal attractions in the country are a part of that. There's other sister organizations elsewhere in the world. There's a global version and then a European version that I know of for sure, and I'm sure others. But it's a very stringent set of standards that our zoo is held up to. They look at everything from guest experience to animal care. You know, what are we feeding them? Where are they at when they're off exhibit? What are their exhibits like? What's the experience of taking a class at the zoo? There's a lot of things that they look at, and it really, by being accredited by that organization, it's something that guests can feel good that they're in a place where the animals are getting great care and where the people are being treated right and where they can very likely have an awesome experience.
Kind of sounds like we're a big deal.
I mean, it does.
I mean, we're not a big deal. So
It's you guys and Bramble Park Zoo, right?
Bramble Park Zoo, I
in
believe.
Watertown.
Yeah,
I think they're accredited too.
I believe they are.
Yeah. You guys both do a great job. I mean, your guys' zoo is obviously gigantic, but
Just a couple of weeks ago, I was down in Des Moines at the Blank Park Zoo, and going into the, larger city, you kind of expect that it's going to be a bigger zoo, and it was actually about the same acreage as ours. And so it was cool to know that we can really compete with a zoo from a larger city.
We're a really big deal.
We are.
why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
was like, why are you mad at me about it?
I don't know. She got me hyped. She got me intense about
Oh
our
my
zoo
god!
because
So
we got a high
we're
quality zoo.
even though the weather's not great. So what's going on with the zoo? Because you have this is like the kickoff to a bunch of stuff happening.
It really is. So the zoo's open 361 days a year. We're always there except for, specific holidays. And even on those holidays, even though we're not open to the public, we're there taking care of the animals and doing what needs to be done. Our keeper staff is super dedicated. And even during those winter months, we do have a lot of cold hardy animals at our zoo. So snow leopards, tigers, bighorn sheep, camels. These are animals that do well in those colder temperatures. And so they're out all year round. Our giraffes, our zebras, other animals like that, they're still going to be viewable. They'll just be indoors and still getting, really great care. So there's a thing called enrichment in the zoo world, which is basically when you go to the zoo and you see, there's barrels full of leaves or, different interesting food or paper mache eggs filled with, ice treats or something like that. These are all things that the zookeepers work on all the time to help keep the animals engaged, sharp, and kind of living happy lives. And so they're doing that all the time. So at our events that are coming up, you'll see some examples of enrichment, and then our keepers will be out doing keeper talks to share specifics about some of those species.
Actually, follow-up question.
Yeah.
What does inside look like for a zebra? You know what I mean? Like zebras don't typically get inside. So how do you keep a zebra engaged inside?
Well, just think about what do horses do in the winter? They go inside the barn.
It's true, but they seem pretty straight. They seem pretty straightforward. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
So
Let
we
me
have a
eat some
barn.
hay.
We have a
Do
host.
hyenas have to go in?
We don't have hyenas. But
That's a shame.
we do have African painted dogs, which are actually really incredible wild dogs. They're very endangered. We have 3. Their names are CJJ, Seahorse, and Monkey Wrench, and they are named because of the markings on their backs. And
Okay,
so
I was about to
that's
say I have some notes on their names.
yes.
But
And apparently that's a popular way to name these animals because they have a really distinctive marking pattern on them.
okay.
And we actually have an event coming up, I believe on May 2nd. So we're having a conservation conversation. It's going to be at Fernson, the old Fernson location on Rober,
Cool.
like off of North Cliff.
Yeah.
So from 6 to 8 that night, May 2nd, we're going to, it's a free event, invite people to come in. We're having Dr. Greg Rasmussen coming in to talk with us about painted dogs and conservation for that species. But yeah, you can come anytime and view the painted dogs at our zoo. They're another winter hardy animal. So even on, kind of ucky days, they're out running around. They're amazing.
And then are you going to do the Zuber this year?
So yeah, we just nailed down with Fernson. We're going to be doing, it sounds like it might be a seltzer. We don't have it exactly nailed down.
A little summer drink.
Yeah.
Sexy kind of.
But we're going to be benefiting slender snouted crocodiles from West Africa. And
because are you guys still working on the big Africa exhibit?
we are working on the Africa exhibit. These are not crocodiles that we have at our zoo, but
Okay.
a thing that's really cool about our zoo also is as a smaller zoo, we're doing conservation work all over the world. So we have our local conservation work that we're doing with black-footed ferrets, Dakota skipper, which is a butterfly, but it looks like a grasshopper and a moth had a baby, but they're critical pollinators on our native prairies.
Something weird happened that night.
Yeah, right. So, but we're doing conservation work with them here in our state, and then globally, we've done the crocodile work over in West Africa. We've also done work with black rhinos in Namibia, and we continue to partner with that organization, and then we're going to be looking to do some conservation work with snow leopards later in the year.
Okay.
So the crocodile work is something that we've participated in the past, and we are ongoing supporters of that, but it's just not a species we have at our zoo. We do have Chinese alligators. So from that family of animals, they're our best representative here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So talk about too, there's a lot of charity events you guys do. Talk about some of the experiences people can actually do for like when they do the giveaways and stuff. Because you guys have experiences that people can do, like dinners with animals and I feel like the zoo. Oops, sorry.
So when you say
The zoo does a
dinner
really good
with
job.
Animals.
Sure. So we're just starting to bring those back after COVID. We do have a lot of species that are COVID susceptible, so people will have to wear, some PPE around certain animals. But we are starting to bring back some of those up close encounter opportunities. Expedition Zoo Falls will be coming up at the end of July, and that is a big fundraising event for us. I don't know that we've fully nailed down what those packages are going to be yet, but things that people can sign up for, any day with their family. You can do rhino feeding. I know that there's an up close encounter with our mini horse behind the scenes,
Yes.
which she's just a magical little beast. She's wonderful. So her name's Rain Dancer, and this summer she'll be doing a lot more walks around the zoo, so people will hopefully be able to interact with her a little more than they have in the past couple of years. But as far as
They make
the charity
acceptable
packages,
service animals, by the way. Quick little random fact for you.
what was that?
Service animals. So
Mini
you can have a
horses.
seeing eye
That's
dog or
true.
a mini horse.
I think I could make a great case for Rain Dancer being my office horse, and maybe she should just come inside with me. But I don't know. I have to do some talking with the zookeepers about that. But and we are also, so speaking of service animals, we've recently revisited that policy at the zoo too. So people are allowed to bring their service animals, of course, and then emotional support animals. But now we have a form for them to sign. There's certain areas that we'd want them to stay out of or just be cautious, because one thing that's really interesting on a recent walk around the zoo with Rain Dancer, where I joined along so I could take some photos. I really realized how aware all of the animals are of everything that's going on. Like when she was walking by, they were all right there watching her, and some of them were not glad about her. She wasn't glad about some of them, and some of them were just glad.
I get it. Like, why is she walking around out here? Whatever.
Well,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
camels
Like,
were very interested in her. The alpacas were getting territorial. Interesting. Yeah, the monkeys were just like, what is this beast? So
okay, interesting.
That's
See, that's the type of stuff people want to see. The zoo after dark.
The zoo after dark.
yes, so that is something that's really cool. Since starting at the zoo, I've learned a lot. I will say one of the things that I've learned is that people can set up after hours tours at the zoo, where you can basically have the zoo to yourself.
What?
You're with
I didn't even know that. I
Yep,
just
you're
said
with
it.
a guide, probably one of our educators, and you can focus on the areas of focus that you'd like.
Oh wow.
We also do birding walks that happen prior to the zoo opening, and these are done for they're relatively inexpensive, because our goal really is accessibility and making sure that people can come and enjoy the zoo. So the goal is not to make a ton of money off of it, but to cover our expenses.
That's really cool. I love that. Anything else you want to mention? Any events coming up before we go to our next drink from Highball?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our Hug-a-Bunny event coming up this
Hug-a-Bunny?
Saturday.
Okay.
So we will have 2 Easter egg hunts, one right at 10:15 in the morning, and then one later at 3 p.m. for the post-nap crowd. Kids and adults maybe. And then we'll have some bunny story times. We'll have special keeper chats, lots of cool stuff going on that day. Party for the Planet coming up on April 30th, which we're going to have kids can make bird feeders. We're going to have a lot of fun things. Our friends from SDPB are going to be
Oh,
joining
cute.
us and
I love those guys.
doing some work with us in the recycling center. So it's going to be great.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Dig it.
also one more thing, Cinco de Rhino coming up. We're going to be doing
Clever.
it's pretty great. So this
I like
is May 7th. Looking forward, we're trying to figure out how to do a watermelon eating contest with
Oh
our
my
rhinos.
gosh.
Watching a rhino take a whole watermelon in its mouth and crunch down is one of the most joyful things you'll ever
But
see.
will the rhino have a sombrero? Just saying, something to think about for next
She's
year.
just being honest.
Something to think about for next year.
Let's shoot back to Highball for the next cocktail.
Who's up?
Take it away, Rick.
Woo!
wow.
Did you see that?
I know, slick.
All right, so this is another one going on the menu next Tuesday. I believe we're calling it the Necromancer.
Oh, I like
It's a working title. There's been some deliberation.
What do you think,
so we'll-
Necromancer or Necromancer's Last Dance?
Some
I think
people
that's,
think
it's
that's
too
a
wordy,
mouthful,
don't you
but-
think?
I think it's too
Yeah.
wordy.
I think it's too wordy.
wordy.
All right,
Too wordy.
there it's done.
Answer.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
For sure.
Don't diminish your impact.
You
So
know
this
what I
one's going to start with fresh squeezed lemon juice
mean? Okay.
and Lillet Blanc, a aromatized wine.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
It's like mostly wine, and then they'll take macerated liquor, so citrus peels, lemon, orange, and add it to the wine to raise the proof.
See, at
Extend the
Highball,
shelf
you don't
life,
just
all
get
that.
drinks, you get knowledge, yo.
Yeah.
You get educated.
Rich is always dropping the knowledge.
I love it. I
I'm
love
also going to
learning.
add yellow chartreuse
I was chartreuse.
and mezcal. So this one's a little bit more diesel than the silly
got Dan
goose.
excited over there.
Yeah, Dan.
Hell yeah.
Oh, then we'll make him one. And also orange liqueur.
So many bottles.
Yeah, there are a lot of bottles.
Hey, we brought the bar cart for you guys. We weren't messing
I know,
around.
I love it, man. This is a real drink.
I brought you the Grey
Damn
Goose.
Grey Goose.
you know?
This is what you
No,
did.
You know what I mean? You know, do a little detox.
Serve the people.
Here's how you properly shake without getting egg white all over
Yeah.
yourself.
Well,
Yeah,
There it
you go.
is.
There you go.
and then last, we're going to wash the glass with absinthe.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, I got a story about Alana and Apple.
Shut up.
Let's just say stuff got weird.
Tell me after the show.
Yeah.
I fell
Yeah.
asleep sitting up.
She doesn't handle her absence well.
Was that also in the haunted hotel?
No, this was in
This is the Wild Lion, wasn't it?
Blind Lion.
Blind Lion.
Oh,
The
All right, I'm bringing him out.
Speakeasy in Rapid.
Bring
He
him
also
out.
was getting hit on by chicks, which he won't talk about.
I mean, it
I
happened.
feel like Spanky V.
You want
No
to
changes.
dabble in this one, or should I pass it to Dan?
I'll pass it to Dan. Go for
All
it.
right,
There you go.
Dan.
There you go,
Dan's
Dan.
excited.
Dan
There's
gets
a
no
lot of-
perks to the job. There you go, buddy.
There's a lot of
There you
liquor.
go. Yeah, the mezcal.
But yeah, no,
Necromancer.
V ordered pizza and I fell asleep sitting up and he goes, "Go to your room."
Yes, like get out. Go to your room. She was out of there. Yo.
I was like, "Are we getting pepperoni? Or are we getting?"
Like, no, it's 3 a.m. Everything's closed. Okay.
And then Dan,
Man, that's a whole.
that's a whole
Episode.
different.
She was on Space Mountain. It was a whole thing. It was a whole
I've never
thing.
seen that,
Dan,
Alex Johnson.
What do you think?
No, it was Rushmore, Rapid City. What's it called?
I wasn't paying attention. I was talking.
What's our hotel that we stayed at?
The other one downtown.
The more remodeled one?
The one with
It's not
the,
re- it's
the
not
one
Alex
with the Enigma
Johnson.
restaurant in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Is it the Rushmore?
Is it the Rushmore?
It's the Rushmore. Yes, yes. I
That's
nailed
where
it.
I fell asleep.
Is it
sitting
still
up.
called the Rushmore?
It still is. I think so.
I feel like it was called something
It
else.
has been. It was called. It was like Eco Hotel. before
Oh
that.
yes, it was before that. So that's the new name. It's Rushmore.
Yes. Okay. All right. We learned some things.
Hey.
We learned some things.
Well, thank you, Highball.
Hey,
Hey,
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Did a
You know where
great
to
job.
find us.
Go over and
Brothers
see him
Lutz.
at the Highball. Okay. Get some beverages. Learn some things about the beverages that you're getting.
you'll probably see Nathaniel from Sharapa.
For sure. You'll probably see me. You know what I'm saying? We'll see the whole team.
We
Make
usually
sure you
place
get that.
bets. if it's there or not.
So check out the Highball. Check out the zoo. What else
Hey.
do people need to check out?
But we have
I'm just
one
giving my
more.
points.
We have a game for
Oh
Denise.
God, here we go.
Goodness.
These are all really great games.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
She
we're gonna
thinks them
test.
through.
Shut up.
Sounds
We're gonna
really good.
test your animal knowledge, Denise. In which country does the rarest fish in the world reside?
Is did I just pick a country?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, the accurate one.
Like off the coast of a country, or is it like within the lake of a country?
The country. Well, I guess I have
like
no
I
idea.
said, she didn't really think these. She Googled it.
Papua New Guinea.
Hold on. I'm gonna say Ecuador.
It's the United States. The Devil's Hole pupfish in Nevada lives in a mere 3 by 5 feet of space on a limestone shelf in Devil's Hole.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I would be surprised if anyone knew that.
No.
How long can a Galapagos tortoise go without food and water?
Like a month, can't they?
I'm gonna say 3 months.
A year. Because
God,
Goodness.
it can store food within the body and has slow metabolism.
Good for them.
But what is
Hey.
that food like after a year? I guess they're not tasting it anymore.
Yeah, because like
They're
what they
absorbing
actually like
nutrients
feast on.
over time.
Yeah. It's just
And now we're gonna do rapid fire true or false.
Yeah.
Wombats poop in spheres like rabbits.
False. They
You're
poop in
so good at
cubes, don't
reading.
they?
They do. Oh my god, you got that.
do
one.
what?
They poop in cubes.
Wow.
I love that you know that.
That is such an interesting fact.
All clownfish are born male.
True.
It is true. They
Oh.
may transition to be a dominant female.
There's so many
those,
questions.
those trips to the butterfly house are paying off.
I
They are.
have so many questions.
They are. Certain species of penguin give a pebble to a potential mate, essentially proposing to them.
Oh my gosh, it's so true.
It is very true.
Ah.
It's kind of like people finding a pretty stone and presenting the ring to their partner, but it's a
Wow.
pebble.
Wow.
Did you give your wife a pebble?
It was an expensive pebble.
Most polar bears are left paw dominant.
I'm gonna say false.
It is false. Scientists say that there have been no evidence in this common misconception. Didn't know that was a common misconception.
Yeah. I want to go back to the pooping in cubes thing. You know what has to happen for that?
You're like, what do you mean cube?
They look like cubes. They look
Like they're that big?
No, I mean they're little. They're like little boxes.
Like,
Boxes.
but how?
Okay, Dan.
Oh, the things, Dan. That's
yeah,
all.
Dan's like they're
that's
digestive.
all
Their
it.
digestive
It's the way
tract.
they're dressed.
Oh,
now,
because apparently he has this weird knowledge.
now there's
about
cubes
cube
that
poop.
come out of his, whatever.
You just chalk it up to bodies are weird.
Didn't realize that cube poop was a
Yeah, my
topic
bad.
that everyone knew about. But
Okay.
anyways, well, anything else you want to add? Where can we keep up with the zoo?
Well, we are launching our zoo TikTok at Great Zoo
Oh,
on Friday the 15th.
I'm excited.
So it's going to be great. You'll get to know our penguins a little more, and like we do have a hoarder, so you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're launching that. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And then just I would go to those for the most fun zoo content, and then of course check our website, greatzoo.org.
awesome. And then highball, kicking it over to you, Dan.
Here we are. I got educated today too. I mean, the cubes and the
I didn't even know people
pebble and
things
Wow.
pooped in cubes. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'm
where
gonna
can
hold on
people
to
follow
that
up with highball?
Well, we have a Instagram, we have Facebook, we have all sorts of social media that I'm like a low tech dude, but it's out there. I don't know that we're on Twitter or.
I don't think so.
Oh, and talk
What's the other
about
one?
the
TikTok.
try. The try. Like
Yeah,
are you guys still doing
The
that?
tiki
Let's not talk about
where
it.
they do the tiki
Okay,
We're
talk.
not
we'll
doing
talk
this
about that.
one.
No,
That
no,
never
no.
happened.
But I will say that Highball has won the.
Last two.
They're still holding the award, so
Oh,
we're waiting for
Highball,
the future
baller.
competition.
Check back next month.
But currently, the champions of the Tri Cup trophy. So check out
Hey,
Highball.
Can you repeat the two that are new next Tuesday?
Actually, we have a whole new menu coming out. So
Oh,
new
Plenty.
fancy book, bunch of new cocktails, new wine, new beer. It was time, so we did a bunch of cocktail development. We've got some cool stuff in the works.
cool.
Drops Tuesday.
Yeah.
Check it out. Hopefully you guys like it and like the cocktails today.
And then the following week we'll have the patio furniture back out.
Yeah, patio's about to drop
patio
too.
season.
See, that's where I get
patio
litty.
up and running.
That's when I get
Um,
turned. Patio season, it goes down.
We say that on a day like today when it's blowing 50 miles an
Right.
hour, but it's coming.
I'm ready. I'm
Sounds
ready.
Good. Well,
Okay.
thank you. Another 605 show. That's meh.
Yeah. Mm.
Check out 605magazine.com.
It's kind of our brand.
Thank you to Thinker Networks and our guest, Denise. Brian, oh my God, what's your name again?
Rich, God.
Rick.
I see you. I see you.
I'll never forget your name now.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.
Now, you guys appreciate you tuning in next time. What are we doing?